Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you to this webinar tonight. My name is John Pettifordale. I am a CEO Infinity with MyEcon. Somebody told you that you can get 750 credit, just hang tight, we're going to show you. Somebody told you they can increase your cash flow, just hang tight, we're going to show you. Somebody said, hey, you could be 100% debt free. Guess what? We're going to show you. Let me tell you a little bit about myself real quickly before I get into this. We've got an awesome promotion going on right now. This is the right time. Well, I used to work a job for a Fortune 500 company. I did that for many years, and I just wanted more out of life. I wanted more for my family, and I needed more money. So I have 20 years of experience in business. I got involved in business about 20 years ago, and I was able to fire my boss at 34 years old. But hey, you might want to fire your boss at 25. You might want to fire your boss at 30. You might want to fire your boss at 20. I don't know. But we have the opportunity for you to be able to do that here. I've trained thousands of people on their finances over the years here, and I have over 7 figures in cash flow in this business. So you're talking to the right person that can show you all the ins and outs about this business tonight. So let's get into this conversation about MyEcon, the personal financial success company. See, we're not the coffee company, we're not the juice company, we're not the travel company. All those things are wonderful, but we teach people personal financial success, having enough money to live how you want to today, however that lifestyle is, but also being able to not work and still live that lifestyle. See, we call that financial freedom. So if you want financial freedom, MyEcon is for you. Let me tell you a little bit about our company. We're a 14-year-old debt-free, technology-driven company based in Atlanta, Georgia, and here is where it gets amazing, okay? We've put over $400 million in people's pockets over the last several years here, and we're actually on track to put another $100 million in people's pockets over the next 12 months. So you're at the right place, with the right time, with the right company, with the right technology to help you grow, okay? So now let's talk about personal financial success. Let's call it financial freedom, okay? See, I know they have that picture there talking about retirement, but see, retirement is when you got enough money, okay? You can retire at 20 years old. You can retire at 18. You can retire at 25. You can retire at 29. Okay, it's whenever you got enough money. We call that financial freedom. But see, you want to have the money to be able to retire, but also have the time to be able to enjoy that money. See, that's called personal financial success. It's not the car you drive, it's not the house you live in, but you want to have enough money to live your lifestyle and also be able to never go to work and still enjoy that lifestyle. And MyEcon is affording that opportunity to thousands of people all over the country. Let's talk about it, okay? But see, we live in the country that's the wealthiest country in the history of the world, but most people are broke, 95% of us. As a matter of fact, 70% of the people in this country cannot put their hands on $1,000 if they have a $1,000 emergency. 59% of the people in this country can't put their hands on $500 if they have a $500 emergency. Well, let's talk about some of the obstacles that stop you from getting to personal financial success, okay? First one is a little something called inflation. That's cost of goods going up. I was just reading something the other day. It said inflation is creeping up, okay? It's at about 4% right now. Well, as a matter of fact, in this country, every 20 years, the cost of living doubles. Well, your problem is your income doesn't double every 20 years, okay? Your job just does not work that way. So you got to learn new ideas about making money so your money can actually grow in multiples as opposed to addition. So you got to do something called build leverage income. Make some money off not only what you do, but what others do. You also have to build residual income. Get paid multiple times for work you do one time. Well, we got the best system in MyEcon or in the world for that, and it's called MyEcon, okay? Well, 100% of the people, well, most people make 100% of their income from something called a W-2, which means they work a job. Well, here's the problem with the job. Not that a job is bad, but you lose a third of your income to taxes before you even get your check. So somebody's taking 30 cents every time you make $1. Well, if that is happening to you, it crimples or crunches your cash flow, okay? It's very difficult for you to save money. So now when it's time to make that major purchase, like buy that car, buy that home, guess what? You have to finance it because you didn't save the money to buy it cash. So now you lose a third of your income to just interest and another third to taxes. You got 60% of your income going to absolutely nothing. And how are you supposed to take that 40% that's left, live on it, do all the things that you need to do for your life, and invest your money so you can start being an investor and making money, right? See, that's just not going to happen, is it? See, so what people need is more cash flow and better financial strategies. Well, Our flagship product is something called the Income Shifting Membership. And the person that got you on this webinar, they wanted you to see how they can help you increase your cash flow 5 different ways. Okay, the first way, through our training called the tax withholding training. Most people pick up somewhere between $200 and $300 extra on a monthly basis on just step 1, and this happens within 10 to 14 days. Number 2, 7 out of 10 people have negative information on their credit, and it holds their credit score down. It's not just okay that you can get approved. You want to be able to get approved and get the lowest interest rate possible. Okay, we're going to talk more about that. Number 3, we have a software system, an application on your smartphone that helps you turn lifestyle into tax deductions. We'll talk about that, and it saves you $200, $300, maybe $400 extra a month on your taxes. Okay, that's amazing. And number 4, a software system that help you get 100% debt free in less than a third of the time. We've had people pay off cars, houses, student loans, credit cards, medical bills, all kind of stuff. Imagine your life with no car note, no credit card, no student loan, and no mortgages. You'd have much more money, wouldn't you? Well, we're going to talk about it. And number 5, investment education. You can go from kindergarten to the 12th grade and nobody ever shows you or teaches you about money. And if you're not careful, you can get a college degree and still not know anything about money. So we're going to give you a financial literacy curriculum here in the Income Shifting Membership, because now you can turn $1 into $10 in investing. You can turn $50 into $500 with investing. You can turn $1,000 into $10,000 becoming an investor. So we're going to show you how to flip your money. So let's talk about it right now. Correcting tax withholding. Why do we need to do this? Because 80% of the people in this country overpay their taxes. Now you might be saying, well, John, where do you get this information from? The IRS. They say it, okay? They say that 80% of the people in this country get a refund. And did you know anytime you get a refund, it means you overpaid your taxes? Now, if you're struggling with that, because we've been conditioned to think that a refund is a great thing, but I want you to pull out your most recent tax return. I want you to pull out the 1040, go down to line 75, and it says refund. This is the amount that you, and it has big bold print, overpaid. Okay, so see, do you want to overpay your taxes or do you want to pay your fair share? That's a silly question, right? So what we need to do is get that money back. So within 10 to 14 days, we're going to help you put that money back into your pocket. Now you might be saying, well, John, wait a minute. If I get the money back at the end of the year, why is it such a big deal? Here's why. You lose something called return on investment. You could have done something else with the money. Let's say for the last 20 years of your life, you've been getting a tax refund of $3,000 a year. That would mean that the IRS held on to $60,000 of your money for 12 to 18 months at a time, put it in their investment account, made money on it, and you got nothing. But here is the real deal of the story. See, you weren't even living on the money, right? Because they held on to it all year. Well, what if you redirected that back into your account, your bank account, okay? And then you took it and you put it into your investment account. Today, you would have that $60,000, but you would have something else. You would have something called compound interest. You'd have about another $20,000 in compound interest. So you'd have closer to $80,000. But here's the problem. Today, you don't have the $80,000. Today, you don't have the $60,000. You just got a whole bunch of memories of the stuff you bought. See, we got to do better, but we only can do better if we know better, okay? So you need that money. We get that money back within 10 to 14 days. Here's a couple examples here, okay? A couple of testimonies. The person on the left gets paid every single week. They went through step 1 of our training. They went from $213 coming out of the check down to $56. And guess what? That's an extra $155, $157 or something like that back into their paycheck every single week. And that's $600 extra per month. Can you use an extra $600? I know if you're like most people, or if you're like I used to be, I can, and I'll take an extra $600 right now, okay? But now look at this person on the right. This is person number 2. They got paid every 2 weeks. They went from $305 in withholdings down to $49, and that picked them up an extra $250 per week or per pay period back into their check. That's an extra $500, and this happened within 10 to 14 days. It doesn't matter how many people you know, if you're a salesperson, if you know a lot of it. It's not about that. It's about running a sound financial strategy, and this happens within 10 to 14 days, okay? But now let's talk about our smart credit system. See, it's not just about getting approved. See, you are buying things. You want to make sure if you have to buy something on credit, you want to get the best rates possible. People spend $400, $500, $600, $700 for something called credit restoration. Here's the problem with that. Okay, we've got it included in the deal. And a lot of times you still have to do a lot of the legwork. So we're like, hey, let's educate you on everything that they do. And now you can do everything. And we give you a simple system, a template, and everything, how to do that. You're going to repair the bad credit. 7 out of 10 people have negative information on their credit report that's holding them back. Number 2, we're going to build positive credit. It's a whole education course on both of these subjects. And last but not least, we're going to teach you how credit works, so now you can maintain positive credit forever and always have good credit. See, you want to have stellar credit. You want to be able to have the lowest car insurance rates. You want to be able to take all your credit card debt and put it on a 0% interest card. You want to see bad credit or shaky credit or not so good credit can cost you $50,000 to $150,000 in a lifetime, and I don't think you need to give that away. I think you need that money back in your pocket for your family, okay? Now, let's continue. These are a couple of examples here, okay? On the left, I'm so proud of this young lady. Her name is Miss Chrissy Williams. She's an EVP Gold in this business, and she went from 572 with the smart credit system to over 760. So she picked up 188 points in a 120-day period with our smart credit system. Can you use an extra 50 points, 60 points, 100 points? I would say yes. More points, the better. All right. Look at this other young lady, 778 on her credit score. That's what you call stellar credit. Okay. But see, you can drive good. You can look good. You can live good. Okay. Because you're paying less money, right? That's more money in your pocket. Typically $200, $300, $400, might be $500 extra dollars with better credit. Okay. But now our Cash Flow Manager software system is going to show you how to turn your lifestyle into deductions, okay? Because remember, with this income shifting membership, you also become a business owner with us. You don't have to figure out what type of business you're going to have. You're a business owner in MyEcon, and now you operate under that umbrella. But now, the business owner in America gets tax preferential treatment in America, ladies and gentlemen. The employee does not. If you drive your car as an employee down the road, try to go to work, make some money, you get no tax benefit for that. But if I go down the road, try to make myself some money, guess what happens to me as a business owner? I get 54 cents per mile. So we're going to show you how to do that same thing. So most people are going to write off 80 to 90% of the miles that they're driving the vehicle that they're already driving anyway, and they pick up $6,000 to $8,000 in tax deductions. Well, how does tax deductions really help you? Every $10,000 in tax deductions will save you about $3,000 on your taxes. And most people pick up somewhere between $10,000 and $35,000 in tax deductions when they join our business. And they start seeing the benefits of that within 10 to 14 days, ladies and gentlemen, even if they're not good salespeople. That's the amazing part. What about your cell phone bill, your internet access? It now becomes a tax deductible event. You're going to pay the bill anyway, right? What about your vacation? Well, now you need to take business trips. See, I take a business trip and the family reunion just happened to break out. They had barbecue and I was hungry, okay? See, you got to learn how to become a capitalist and operate in this capitalistic country like a capitalist, okay? And now look at this one. This one is the most amazing one, in my opinion. We show you how to get up to a $12,000 tax deduction for feeding, clothing, and taking care of your kids. You're going to do that anyway, right? But as an employee, you get no tax deduction for it. And I'm not talking about earned income credit. I'm not talking about child tax credit. So now when you look at this, ladies and gentlemen, you pick up somewhere between $10,000 and $30,000 in tax deductions. It puts about $3,000 to $9,000 in real cash savings on taxes in your pocket. And this is in addition to the other money that we saved you. This might be $200, $300, $400, $500 a month, and in addition to the non-overpayment. And you get that on your next paycheck. This system is amazing. It works 100% of the time for the people that work it. But now, let's take a look at our debt elimination software. See, between steps 1, 2, and 3, we can easily get you $1,000 extra per month back into your paycheck. Well, now look at this. We paid off a $17,000 car in 12 months. We paid off an $8,000 credit card in 5 months. And we paid off a $200,000 mortgage in 68 months. Well, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Some people are financing cars for 72 months. We're paying off a $200,000 mortgage in less than that time with this amazing software system. So we paid off $225,000 in debt, saved ourselves $352,000 in interest. See, if we didn't do this process and go to life of the loan, we would have paid the $225,000 plus the $352,000. I don't think you can afford to pay for things 2 and 3 times if you're going to be financially successful. So now we freed up about $3,000 a month. Imagine yourself, no car note, no credit card, no student loan, no mortgages. You would have much more money in your pocket to now take and invest. See, that's $36,000 a year in free cash flow. What could you do with that? Buy a rental property every year for the next 10 years and have $500,000 in real estate. See, you can become a millionaire. You just got to get your money back from the people that figured out how to get it. So we're going to start with taxes and put that back in your pocket. We're going to take that and knock out the debt and put that back in your pocket. And you take the two cash flows, okay, and drop it on your investment account. Start turning $1 into 50, turn 50 into 1,000, turn 1,000 into 10,000. Well, how do you do that? You got to learn. Instead of going to some seminar that's going to cost you $500, $600, $700, we're going to have it included with the income shifting membership, okay? Take a look at this. You're going to learn the wealth concepts and strategies of the wealthy. How do they get the wealth and how do they keep the wealth? This class is taught by multi-millionaires, okay? What about maximizing your return on investment? Being able to get 9%, 12%, 15%. We'll even show you how to get as much as 500% return on your money. We've got people doing it all over the country, ladies and gentlemen. And what about this? Owning a piece of America. See, you want to get paid every time someone shops at Amazon. You want to get paid every time somebody shops at Walmart. You want to get paid every time somebody shops at Best Buy. You want to get paid every time somebody pays their Netflix account. You want to get paid every single time somebody buys a GM car. You want to get, see, that's owning a piece of America. You can't just live here and not own here. Well, we got people owning pieces of America. We've created thousands of new investors over the last several years here. See, my team alone, we invested about $100,000 in 1 month of just new investors. See, we're on a mission to change people's lives in this country. Well, when you get the membership, you also get a website that has a storefront where people can buy things from you. Because remember, in order to get those tax deductions, you got to be a what? A business owner. Well, now people can buy credit repair from you. You can get paid within a matter of minutes. They can buy it. They can book airfare, hotel, rental cars, and cruises. You get paid. They can buy roadside assistance. You get paid $1 million worth of identity theft protection. You get paid. We've even got a partnership with Macy's, Sam's Club, Walmart, Best Buy, okay, Men's Warehouse, Walgreens. Every time people shop there, you get paid. Every time you shop there, you get paid. See, it's amazing. That's money back into your pocket. More money is always better than less. But now you want to multiply that. How do you multiply? How do you grow that? Well, now you want to build a network, ladies and gentlemen. Well, now you can't be sitting here and getting confused. Because sometimes when I get here, people get a little confused. They say, whoa, wait a minute, John, is that one of those pyramid things? No, pyramids are illegal. That's not what we're talking about. I'm talking about building a network. And think about it. Every super successful business that you know has a network. There's not one McDonald's. There's many of them. There's not one Walmart. There's many of them. There's not one Kroger grocery store. There's many of them. There's not one Best Buy. There's many of them. See, why would you go into business and be by yourself? And think about it. We've got a super amazing promotion going on right now. $27.95 to get the membership. That's amazing. That's unheard of. Okay, $27.95. So $28 can buy your pass to freedom tonight. And what you want to do is, do you know 2 people that would love to increase their cash flow by $200 to $1,000 a month? Do you know 2 people that would love to have a 750 credit score? Do you know 2 people that would love to be able to pay off their debt with some of the government's money? Who do you know that would love to become an investor? Well, those are great candidates for the income shifting membership. Well, your first 2 people you enroll for the $27.95, you make $8 each person. Plus, you get a 25% matching bonus on those people. But here's where it gets good. See, the kids say as it gets gooder. Well, it's getting ready to get gooder. Okay, look at this. Okay, as an EVP, now you make $28 a head. So every time someone pays $27.95, you make $28. So we pay you 100% of that money. Drop 10 of those this week as an EVP, that's $280 in your pocket. Drop 20 of them, that's over $500 in your pocket. But now, here is where you start growing that upfront money. What if you start helping them get promoted to EVP just like you? Look at what happens here, okay? On that first round, those first 3 up top, you made $84. But now, as they start helping them get 2 and get 2 and get 2, it starts to grow. And in about 8 cycles of this, you make $20,000 in upfront money. Can an extra $20,000 here? That could be 20 weeks, okay? That could be, that's less than 6 months, okay? That could be 20 days. however fast it goes. See, we've got people making tremendous incomes. If you want to know how I fired my boss at 34 years old, it was a system like this. Look at this. Let's talk about our world-class compensation. Let me show you the amazing income potential that you have here with MyEcon. See, you've got a shot at greatness in finances. Look at this. Let's say you had a team growing at about 10 people a week. That's about $200 a week in pay. But look what happens. You got 500 enrollees for the year, but you make $3,500 a month in residual income. That comes in every single month, whether you get up out the bed or not. That's about $40,000 or so in income, even if you don't work. Can you use an extra $40,000 a year? Let's talk about 25 people a week. See, this is not you by yourself. This is you and your team. That's $500 a week in income. That's $2,000 a month, right? But look what happens. Over the year, you got 1,250 enrollees, and now your residual income is $10,000 a month, or $120,000. See, now you got a six-figure residual income, whether you get up out the bed or not. What about a team of 100 a week, okay? So now look what happens. You got $5,000 for the year. That's $40,000 in residual income. And $250 a week, obviously, that's a $1.2 million a year in residual income. See, we have an income system, ladies and gentlemen, that is second to none. And you're going to make 60% on all your personal sales on products and services, plus up to 20% on your team sales. See, we have got the juice. We have got the most fabulous, amazing income system that I've ever seen in the history of networking. But now, this is just a couple of examples. I can't make any promises about what you're going to do. I don't know how hard you're going to work, okay? I can make any, well, I guess I can make one guarantee. The one guarantee I can make, if you don't get involved, you don't get anything. That's a guarantee. But look at this. This person, the lowest check, they made $600 in a week. Can you use an extra $600? Absolutely, right? 600 is better than none. Any dollar other than zero is good. But now look at this. They also had an $8,000 week. See, we pay every single Friday, folks. They also had a $6,200 week. They had a $6,325 week. They had a $6,753 week. See, this could be your shot. This could be what you've been looking for. See, if you want unlimited income, MyEcon is the place. You got a product that's just $27.95 that puts $200 to $1,000 in people's pockets. If somebody don't want to give you $28 for that, something's wrong. Okay? Look at this. $1,000 check in 1 week, but they also had a $13,000 check. See, now don't get me wrong, folks. This person had a team of people working with them. They worked together, and they got to work. But you can have the same opportunity. It's just not going to happen for one person. We've got thousands of success stories all over the country. So you can get signed up today. $27.95 is going to get you the tax withholding training, the smart credit system. You're going to get our investment education, our tax software and application, debt elimination software, the valuable tax benefits. We typically would retail this for $199, folks. And I'm not lying. You can find some old videos on YouTube. Somebody still got it out there, $199 price point. Guess what? 27. This is a limited time promo. Don't be talking about I'm getting it next week. You might try to come next week and the price is gone. So you want to get started today. Let the person that got you on here, let them know that you're ready to become an income shifter. Let them know you're ready for your $200 to $1,000 a month within the next 10 to 14 days. Let them know that you're ready to have 750 credit. Let them know that you're ready to have the government help you pay your car note, your credit card, and your student loans off. Let them know that you are ready to change your life. And then it's just $1.17 a day to maintain this. $35 a month. Would you trade $35 a month for $200? See, if that makes sense, then we need to be in business. If not, then I don't know what we're talking about. But hey, I know you're a smart person. That's why the person got you on this webinar and they wanted you to see the video. But hey, I'm looking forward to working with you. I'm signing off. This is John Pettifordale, CEO Infinity, and I am looking forward to working with each and every single one of you. Get back with the person that invited you on the video.